What's up? This is Prozak, the Hitchcock of hip hop. You're watching RapReviews.com. It's one of the best sites for hip hop, for news, intelligent reviews. You know what I'm saying?
And you're checking out RapReviews.com.
Now, you've talked about how music has become something that people don't treat as a valuable commodity the way they used to. You
Absolutely.
know, the mixtapes and putting 25 songs on an album and whatnot. But do you feel that that's not just an artifact of the internet, but it's also that there are certain artists out there, and I'm not going to try to name too many names, but there's artists like, say, Gucci Mane that don't necessarily represent a lyrical side of things, and that it starts to devalue what the art means when the most popular artists aren't really representing what the lyrics of hip-hop can be?
Well, I mean, I think that if there are artists out there, if there are, like, you know what I'm saying, of course there is, but, you know, when artists out there are, you know, basically just throwing, you know, freestyle flop flows over dime a dozen beats, and, you know, it fucks up everything, because then all your producers are cranking out beats left and right for all these overinflated 25 song albums. Everything becomes excessive, and then what happens when you have over mass production, the quality drops, the value drops. That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? But you can already tell it's going back the other way, because fucking everything always comes full circle, history always repeats itself, and now you're seeing artists putting out EPs, and you're seeing that most of these major buyers out there in retail are only paying you for X amount of songs, and you're seeing that track listing go down again.
Right, and you're seeing a lot of self-funded projects too, like rappers are doing albums through Kickstarter saying we want the fans to put this album out, not the record label. Yeah.
So there's going to be a revolution. You know, there was a revolution when everybody and their mother could steal every, you know, piece of music online, and the industry, you know, had a heart attack and didn't know what to do, and everybody was shutting down, and people were getting fired, and, you know, and now X amount of time has passed, and shortly there'll be another revolution of the new way it's going to go, and then it'll just keep changing. It's always been changing. So at the same time, I think if you write your best material and you do your best, you know what I'm saying, and you grind as hard as you can, that's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to worry about, you know, bandwagons and jumping onto the next, you know, thing, or, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it.
Indeed. Now, when you're not on the road thing you turn to, what are the artists you like that really feel like they speak to you and bring you into that mode of thought to write a great song?
I'm a bad person to ask that personally, because I don't really own any hip hop records. I listen to a lot more metal than I do hip hop.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean,
Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Megadeth, you know, I get down with that.
Absolutely. Black Sabbath is one of my favorite groups of all time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, I got a few in the iPod. I just bought Kickin' and Screamin', Chris Calico's album off iTunes, and some people that I work with here and there, and stuff like that. But what inspires me mainly is, like, the news inspires me a lot, talking to people. This tour is enough inspiration for 10 lifetimes. You know, when you're meeting 500, 600, 700 people a day out of the couple of thousand that come, and you're shaking their hands and they're telling you why they're here, why they listen to your music, why it matters to them, what they're mad about, what they love, what they hate, so on and so forth, and you take in all of that every single day, plus all these cities that you're seeing day in and day out, new places, different economies, different problems. That's enough for a lifetime.
For our readers and listeners and viewers at RapReviews.com, what's the one thing you can tell them about Prozak that they don't know but they should know?
The one thing that you don't know about me that you should know. Well, I mean, I guess right now I'll say this because there's a lot of new people coming to these shows, and I get asked nightly, so how does it feel to start working with Tech Nine, the greatest rapper alive? What's it like to know him? And I was like, well, I've been around Tech Nine since like 2003, 2002. Right. And they're like, what are you talking about? I thought you just got signed. It's like, no, I just signed an exclusive solo artist agreement. But I've been working with Tech Nine and Travis and Calico for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure a decent amount of people out there know that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm an OG with strange music. That's the one thing people should know.
All right. Well, Prozak, thank you very much for the time. We appreciate it.
RapReviews.com. Turn it up.
What's up? It's your boy Prozak, the Hitchcock of hip hop, strange music elite. Check me. Oh, I'm sorry. One more time, dude.
All right.
Somebody just walked by and made a dumb face. Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
What's up? This is Prozak, the Hitchcock of Hip Hop. You're watching RapReviews.com. It's one of the best sites for hip hop, for news, intelligent reviews. You know what I'm saying? Stay informed.